Starting up my car for the first time since Christmas, we are on our way to get my Plant Curious box for January. It literally chugged when I turned it on, and I haven't left the house in so long that I couldn't find my shoes. So this should be interesting. So every 2 months I get this box called Plant Curious. It's run by a company here in Vancouver, and inside the box contains a bunch of different stuff from different Vancouver-based vendors. As soon as I heard about the idea, I thought it was genius. I actually think this should happen in every city. It's great to know our local suppliers. It's also great to know kind of what's out there. It gives you a chance to know new products, stuff that you may never try. The guys who run it are super nice, and at Christmas time actually they came out with a coupon book to allow you to go to different restaurants around the Lower Mainland. And I think it's just a genius idea. I think it's a way for us to all sort of get connected in the community and have a wider exposure to different stuff that we might not try before. So that being said, this was my January box. I'm going to give you a little rundown and then we're going to try some stuff. Number one, my absolute favorite. This is the Dan broth. Nope, the Tan broth from Workshop Vegetarian Cafe. If you have never been, absolutely it is a must. They're in North Van. They are so good. It is worth the trip. But if you can't make it out there, just head down to your local choices. They actually sell the ramen there. They sell this there. You can get a lot of their products. I personally love their bao buns. They're really great, but this is kind of a staple in my freezer. There's usually a mix of sort of cold and frozen and ready to eat stuff. This I'm gonna pop in the oven. It sounds really good. It is a cheeseburger pie from Breathe Kitchen. I haven't had a chance to go to Breathe Kitchen yet, but I do hear great things. So I can't wait to try this. It sounds great. It actually says it contains beefless meat. So I think they're pretty serious. It's all-purpose flour, vegan butter, beefless meat, steak spice, golden potatoes, turmeric, soy crumbles, onion, olive oil, tomato paste, garlic powder, tamari, vegan cheddar cheese, relish, tomatoes, mushrooms, sun-dried tomatoes, coriander, pine nuts, breadcrumbs, smoked paprika, cayenne pepper, all amazing things. We're gonna pop this in the oven. Okay, next on the list of things to try. I'm not sure if I'm gonna try it right now. Maybe I will. This is by a company called Brightside Foods. They're the ones behind Bandita's Taqueria. I have always wanted to go there. Again, it's one of those places I just haven't gotten to yet. You know, we've been in lockdown, so I haven't been everywhere. But this looks amazing. I'm pretty excited that they have some take-home food now too. So it looks fairly simple. Put it in an oven. So 375, 25 minutes. We might have this one later because 25 minutes is a while we're baking the cheeseburger pie. But I'll let you know how it is. Flour tortilla, pinto beans, dia mozzarella, and all the ingredients that go with that. Tomatoes, onion, canola, chili, garlic, habanero. Should be good. Now, I think this is probably going to be a controversial opinion. This is Be Mindful honey, made from Canadian apples. Number one, That sounds like a great idea. And let me just read what it says here. Honey is made by bees for bees and not for us. It's their energy source, and without it they starve. So let's save bee honey for the bees and enjoy apple honey for ourselves. So I really love that premise. I really love the bees. I have a wildflower garden to help them out, so I think it's really important that we do protect the bees. That being said, and I'm interested to know what you think, what is your opinion on whether or not honey is vegan? Because I find that people fall on two sides of the categories on this. Some people say they're vegan but they eat honey. Some people say they're a vegan and honey cannot be considered vegan. But I find it's the one sort of issue that nobody has a clear path on, or at least there's always still some debate. Whereas like shellfish or eggs or cheese, we're definitely like, okay, that's not vegan. But honey seems to be one that people aren't really sure of. And to be clear, I don't think it's that there isn't defined guidelines. I think definitely people go, it comes from an animal or an insect, it's not vegan. So that makes sense. I just feel like it's one of those foods that a lot of plant-based people still are like, yeah, whatever, I'll eat honey. Oh. Oh, it smells like fall. It smells like books and sweaters and September. It doesn't totally taste like honey, but it does taste like the caramel that you get on a Starbucks apple cider. I don't know if they still make it. Remember how Starbucks used to make a hot apple cider and they top it with whipped cream and then caramel drizzle? That's what this tastes like. This is really good. Buy this for anybody in your life who is one of those fall girls. I love fall, I love sweaters. This is for them. This is good stuff. Moving into a totally different direction, we have Sriracha cashews. Now, this is from the Juice Truck. I have been following the Juice Truck online for a long time. I've never been. This is the story of my life, apparently. But the cashews confused me because I thought they were about juice. That means I'm probably not paying attention, although it is named the Juice Truck, so I feel like I'm forgiven a little. It is cashews, sriracha, maple syrup, salt. So fairly simple. I do love spicy food. Let's see how these go. Okay, yep. Oh. Oops. I'm gonna have to hide these. I'm already thinking of how I can buy more of these. Ooh. They're spicy and smoky, but they're not like too smoky and they're not too hot. Oh, these are good. Well, the Juice Truck, it looks like I'm making a stop over to your place. Next up in the box, we have Culture Cherry Cream Soda Kombucha. Now, fermented foods are particularly good for vegans. Again, I am not a doctor, but I do know that fermented foods are really good for vegans. And a lot of vegans love kombucha, so it seems to be a match made in heaven. I have never heard of this company before. There are a lot of companies that I follow in the Lower Mainland that makes kombucha, so this is a new one to me. Ingredients are water, green tea, kombucha culture, cane sugar, sour cherry, vanilla, marshmallow root. The flavor is cherry cream soda. Am I going to like this? I don't know. Well, I have a mouthful of like sriracha, so it's going to be a bit weird, but I've never had cherry cream soda. I've never had cherry cream soda. I've never had cream soda. So I'm not really sure what I'm going to think of this flavor. So let's see. It's like a beer. I don't know how to open that. I stopped drinking in like 2005. I don't even know if I have a bottle opener or one second. I found one, trusty can opener. Let's see. Please don't explode. Open it. Let's see. Okay. It tastes like a cherry freezy. Like a popsicle? Oh. Yeah, it 100% tastes like a freezy. Like a cherry freezy that makes you burp. Again. Kombucha is not something we drink in mixed company, apparently. I mean, I don't know if it's gonna go with the cheeseburger pie that I'm making, or if it was a great idea on top of the sriracha cashews or the apple honey. There's a lot of things going on in my body right now. Look at how cute the cheeseburger pie is. No shell or anything. You just put it on the baking tray. The final item in this box, the one I have left last, is the Vegan Pudding and Company's creme brulee. Now, I left this to last because I really don't like creme brulee. I am lactose intolerant. I'm also very allergic to eggs. So, well, for one, it makes sense that I'm a vegan because it just makes my life easier. But also, things like creme brulee, before I really understood the extent of my lactose intolerance, were not something that was agreeable to my system. I also lived in France. And in France, it's impolite to turn down food. And so there were some times when I choked down creme brulee, and it was not great for me. So it has always left a bit of a taste in my mouth. I am going to be brave, and I am going to try the vegan creme brulee. Coconut milk, kabocha squash, cane sugar, water, agar vanilla extract, guar gum. So already coconut is not something I like, and creme brulee is not something I like. So big apologies to the Vegan Pudding Company if I give you a bad review, and it really is just reflective of my own personal traumas. I'm sure you're lovely. I can't wait to visit your store. It's more about me than it is about you. Okay. No, immediately no. This is doing a really effective job of tasting like creme brulee. I'm gonna give it one more. Give it the college try. Just maybe a smaller bite. It does taste like creme brulee. I brought in a secondary opinion because I don't like creme brulee. Dad, taste the vegan creme brulee.
It's not bad. Creme brulee usually has that crunch to it. This has no crunch whatsoever.
Flavor?
But the flavor's not bad. I taste some coconut or something in it. But yeah, I would eat it. Yeah, it's not bad.
Unbiased opinion. Dad. Thanks, Dad. So Dad's final review was, it's not overly sweet and it doesn't have that lingeringness. He would prefer that creme brulees only be called creme brulee if they have the hard shell crack. But if it was like a creme brulee pudding, he said good flavor, he'd eat it again. So that's an honest, unbiased opinion from my non-vegan father. This is the Plant Curious 2022 Deals book. It's the first time they're doing it ever. I'm not sure if it's still available, but you can check on their Instagram. They're usually really responsive. There's some amazing deals in here. I highly, highly recommend you grab some. I'm not looking in the right spot again, am I? Have I been filming this whole video looking at the wrong side of the camera? Seriously, for the first time I thought, okay, I'm not screwing up. I have a light, I have a mic, I have everything. And I have been looking at this side the entire video. Guys, the wrong side of the camera for 2 entire different videos that I've been shooting. I don't think I can fix that in post. Do you want to know what the worst part is? I got through this whole video thinking, you know, this week I didn't make a mistake. This week there wasn't an exploding coffee can. There wasn't me burning my mouth. I didn't have all of the bloopers I normally have. I thought, you know what, for once, I have made it through an entire video without looking like a fool. Then I find out that I have been looking in the wrong side of the camera the whole time. And now I've eaten all the products, so I can't go back. So between us, I'm just gonna need you to pretend that I wasn't doing that the whole time. I mean, seriously. It's been 35 minutes and my Breathe Kitchen cheeseburger pie, look at how beautiful that is finally out of the oven. Let's dig in. Okay, yeah. It's like a good filling. You can see all the steam coming out of here. Okay, here it goes. This is really good. This is really good. Hot. Hot, hot, it's hot. Oh, Mom. It's really hot. Whew. I hope you like this week's product review and seeing a little bit more about what's inside of the Plant Curious box. If you're in Vancouver or Victoria, you can sign up at their website. I really recommend checking them out on Instagram as well. They have a really good sort of overview of the different companies that they work with. And if you are a subscriber, you do get to have sort of add-on and additional benefits each time a box comes around. Now, this isn't an ad, I promise. It's just a company that I really like. So check them out. It'll give you sort of a feel, especially if you're new, if you're just sort of finishing the January or you're starting in your Plant Curious lifestyle. It's a really good box to have. So if you enjoyed this week, please like and subscribe, tell your friends. I think I'm getting the YouTube thing down. Thanks so much for watching. I'm gonna go finish this somewhere where I don't burn my mouth and watch a little Vanderpump.